out there, and welcome to the Auto Recovery Podcast, Trinity Behavioral Care, to where we choose to have a better life. And today we're going to talk about Recovery Month coming up in September. And today we have with us our very own at Trinity Behavioral Care peer support specialist, Ms. Donna Williamson. Hi, Ms. Donna.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good.
We are glad to have you today, and we're going to talk a little bit about Recovery Month and what recovery means to you. So, how long have you been in recovery, and what was your moment of clarity?
Be 6 years on September 30th, which is actually when I picked up a chip. I've been sober longer than that, but yes, I made a decision to do something different on September 30th of 2019. My moment of clarity. My ex-husband and I were going to the dope man, and it was probably about 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock, something like that. I hadn't slept the whole night, and it was in Somerton, which is out in the middle of nowhere. It's like cornfields and everything else. And I remember looking out across the cornfield, and the sun had come up, and everything was green, and it was beautiful. And just, seeing how beautiful life was. And I was like, you know what? That is beautiful. Oh my God, I am going to die like this, and I will never have lived. I think that was my wake-up call. Now, I didn't get sober for about another 2 weeks, but I knew I was going to die, and I would have never lived. My whole life would have been nothing but getting high.
So, from your perspective, what does recovery look like to you?
Having a life I look forward to waking up to in the morning.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, I look forward to waking up in the morning because I know my life is worth living. That is recovery to me.
Because life is worth living. Once you know that for yourself.
Yes.
And that's part of the clarity that you receive on that day that, hey, I have to make some changes. I have to do something a little different.
Yes.
And to be able 6 years later to wake up each day and be appreciated and know that you're here and you did the work.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about the commitment to recovery, or how did you surrender yourself?
I did not want to get sober. What I wanted to do was to be taught how to use drugs and how to drink the correct way without having the consequences. I had no intention of ever stopping. But then I got introduced to, accidentally, a whole bunch of other people who taught me that there was no such thing as doing it the right way. You cannot get high the right way. It doesn't happen.
Right.
That's not a thing. I first came into recovery, I was meeting these people who had like 30, 40 years, And the only thing I had to think was, okay, y'all are full of it, because if you got sober and you stay sober, then you were never that messed up to begin with. I found out very quickly that's not true. My commitment to recovery happened simply because they had something that I wanted.
Gotcha.
They had a better life, a better way of doing things. They lived by a set of principles. They actually had morals and values. And I wanted that for me. And I knew I couldn't get that unless I learned to do what they were doing. So having a commitment, surrendering to a higher power, admitting that I was completely 100% powerless over something outside of my own body. I was trying to find happiness in a bottle, in a pill, or anything that wasn't coming from inside. Constantly looking for something happy.
And when you mentioned you had to admit where you were.
Yes.
And getting there, I'm sure it was, like you were saying, you was thinking you can do it this way and then trying to do it this way. But during the recovery, you had support, and you started seeing how other people were we're doing things and making it relatable to you. So when it comes to lived experience through this process, is there anything you would like to share that, that you went through and that you lived through and that it is real, the struggle is real, but how did you get there? How did you overcome it?
I have a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
I have a group of friends. And I have a book
Mm-hmm.
that it tells me how to get to where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
It makes suggestions of what to do. It doesn't say this is what you do.
Right.
It tells, okay, if you try it this way,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
And it did. So how I got to where I am, I put the work in.
Yeah.
If there is one thing in this room that fascinates me the most,
Mm-hmm.
it's what's in here, what's between my ears.
Mm-hmm.
And I started studying
Mm-hmm.
and doing the research
Mm-hmm.
on, well, what recovery actually is, what addiction is.
Yeah.
And when I began to understand me a little bit better, like the neurobiology of it all,
Yes.
I began to see that, okay, this is a curable disease. I have a disease.
Mm.
I am not morally bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I am not sick in the way that I thought crazy. No, not.
Mm-hmm.
I have a disease.
Mm-hmm.
And it is curable.
Yes.
I will never not have it, but it is treatable.
Yes.
I will always be an addict. I can never escape from it, and I don't get to graduate.
Mm. Wow. That's a lot there. That's a lot. And that's why we're doing this. And like you just described, the name of the podcast is The Art of Recovery. And the way you just described your art, because it was what worked for you.
Yes.
It was your lived experience, what you went through, and how you got the understanding to admit, to commit, and to submit to what you are, what you want to do. And I think that's brilliant. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. And that goes to show how you are giving back now here with Trinity and within the community. What was your programs and your support system like?
I do 12-step, and it doesn't matter what the A is,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be AA, NA,
Mm-hmm.
CA,
Mm-hmm.
SA, it doesn't matter to me.
I like that. It doesn't matter what the A is.
No, it does not matter what the A is, as long as it is a 12-step program.
Yes.
The way the programs work,
Mm-hmm.
it is a progress.
Okay.
Each step builds on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part about being part of this kind of group
Mm-hmm.
is that no matter where I go,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what I do,
Mm-hmm.
I will be able to go to a meeting and have support in that meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to know them.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have to be on the same level as them,
Mm-hmm. That's good.
because no matter where I go,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be a meeting,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's AA, NA, CA, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yes. So how did you do with family members who are codependents? Can we talk a little bit about that?
With family members
Mm-hmm.
who they dedicate their entire life to this one person in their family who is addicted,
Mm-hmm.
instead of living their own life,
Mm-hmm.
protecting themselves,
Mm-hmm.
that becomes their life.
Yeah.
It's saving somebody else.
Mm-hmm. That is true. And you won't be able to see who they really are or what's really happening because you're just doing what you think you know to do. And then when you're around these family members, this has been your life for many, many years. So like we mentioned, why wouldn't you want to go through the process and go back and get them and bring them through? But at some point, you had to choose you.
Yes. The greatest gift my parents ever gave me was cutting me loose and letting me get rock bottom.
Wow.
They did not save me.
Mm-hmm.
I was left to do what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Change or die.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a choice at that point because I did not have them to. They weren't going to save me. They weren't going to throw that mattress under me to get it from hitting rock bottom.
Mm-hmm. That's what we call tough love.
In fact, they moved to Missouri
Oh.
and left me here.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say I had nobody,
Mm-hmm.
I had nobody.
Mm.
And that was the greatest gift they could ever have given me.
Wow. To say that, hey, you have to figure it out. You have to do the work. And you've done the work.
Well, the thing is, they kept trying to bail me out to the point that they didn't able me.
Yeah.
And they didn't even know they were doing that.
Yeah. I'm glad we brought that up. That's a good point. Because they out of love and because of the connection to who you are, you want to take care of that loved one.
Yeah. They didn't want to see me hurting,
Mm-hmm.
but they couldn't save me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't save anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We have a tendency to try to play God,
Yeah.
and God doesn't try to play me, so why should I try to play him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What helped me get into recovery? I got out of the way.
Got out of the way. Sweet and simple.
Yep.
Just get out the way and make sure that, yeah, hey, I'm worrying about me and my only concern is me.
Yep.
That's good. I really appreciate your transparency on today because this is real life and it is what people are looking for, something real, something genuine, and just knowing how to get out. And I'm sure it was all worth it.
Well, the thing is, it's work. This is life and death.
Mm-hmm.
This is a matter of life and death.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, number one, rock bottom does have a basement.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And everybody who is in addiction has a sobriety date. You get a choice, though.
Mm-hmm.
It can either be a date on a calendar,
Mm-hmm.
or it can be the one on the tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
There's no in between. Everybody gets sober
Mm-hmm.
in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
I chose the calendar. Not everybody gets that opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. And that was the commitment and the surrender
Yes.
part of you when you made your decision. Change your die.
Change or die.
Change your die. When it comes to moments of relapses in between your community, also within the clients, it's like, hey, what do you say to them? You know.
Okay, so this is the way relapse runs.
Mm-hmm.
We're addicts.
Mm-hmm.
Until we learn better,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know better.
Mm-hmm.
That's just fact.
Mm-hmm.
So relapse happens.
Yes.
We judge ourselves more than other people judge us.
Mm-hmm.
I have failed. You're going to hate me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm embarrassed, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Relapse is relapse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you relapse. Can't go back and change it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do now?
Yes.
The only time a relapse is good
Mm-hmm.
is when you learn from it.
Okay.
You can't learn a lesson
Mm-hmm.
if you're never given that lesson.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's what a relapse is.
Yeah.
You can either keep going to the bitter end
Mm-hmm.
or use it as a full lesson.
Use it as a lesson.
Sometimes we have to figure out what doesn't work
Mm-hmm.
before we figure out what does work.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't jump in and go, okay, this works.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to figure it out.
You're right. You're right. That's part of the lived experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can only be relatable to what you have gone through.
Yeah.
But if not, like you said, we have to learn. And it's important to learn from it. Make it a lesson. I like that.
Yeah.
Make it a lesson and get back up.
Yes. I mean, if you relapse, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just sometimes that part of the journey.
Mm.
If you live it, if you live out, if you make it all the way through it.
Yeah, it's
you know,
yeah.
yeah, and you come back from it,
Yes, ma'am.
then see it as a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Just look at it and go, okay, I relapsed. Now what?
Now what? Now what?
It's those two words. Now what?
Mm-hmm. Now, and with that, how do you stay active in the recovery community?
I try to be active. I try to be present.
Yeah.
I show my face.
Mhm.
We have activities that we participate in. We just don't use
Okay.
because we go camping,
Mm-hmm.
which is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
And a whole group of drunks out there in the woods. It's so fun. Yeah, I went one year
Mm-hmm.
and I was watching some newcomers. I mean, they may have had like maybe 6 to 8 months sober at the most.
Mm-hmm.
And they were playing catch.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started talking about playing catch.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, man, I had done that in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like just simple things.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful thing because all the things that we forgot
Mm-hmm.
when we rediscover them, it's just absolutely beautiful. Like, you might not be able to understand this, but other people who are in active addiction or in recovery can understand this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The sky is blue.
Mm-hmm.
Flowers have a scent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The sun is bright.
Mm-hmm. You begin to live again.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I'm sitting there driving along and I see the trees and go, oh, tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I get excited about the stupidest stuff.
Mm-hmm. So a spiritual connection.
Absolutely. At childlike wonder.
Yeah.
I am experiencing the world
Mm-hmm.
from a different set of eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is so beautiful. And I get to see other people do it too.
Yes.
When a client comes in
Mhm.
and they have realized that something has changed, something within has changed. And it's, oh gosh, when the light comes on, and I get to have a front seat
Yeah.
to see that happen.
Wow.
And that is so humbling.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching another human being
Mm-hmm.
come back to life.
Yes. 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 I like that. Why you chill, Max? Yeah. Is there one thing in our closing that if you can encourage or you can empower, or you want them to know, what would you say? Anybody who's going through the cover.
You're worth it.
Mm-hmm. You're worth it.
No matter what you think of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you're worthy of something better.
No matter what you think of yourself, you're worthy for something better.
Always.
Always. You're worth it.
You're worth it.
You're worth it. I like that. I thank you so much for today. Your story being transparent. It was genuine. There was some passion in it. And this is why we're here. I thank you, Miss Donna.
Thank you.
I thank you so much. And for Recovery Month coming up in September, we have a few different activities that we're going to do for the community and participate in the community. August the 31st is Opioid Awareness Day. So for all Greene counties for Trinity Behavioral Care, that's Dillon, Marion, and Marlboro, we will have a New York pop-up, and that's going to be between 11 and 1. And all 3 locations will have flyers coming up pretty soon. For the month of recovery, for September, we will have different activities that we want everyone to be involved in and participate. So I'm looking forward to what September is going to bring to us. Thank you. And I know that this podcast, your story, together, we can choose a better life. Thank you and have a blessed day.